Welcome to a VerySpatial TV, a holiday gift episode. What you can get for your favorite geographer in your life.
First, let's start off with things that you can get people for their home. Or office.
Or office, yeah. Well, first up, as we all know, geographers used to get around the world on very, very rudimentary instruments compared to today's technology. So you could get them to, remind them a little bit of how geography used to be done, say, 200, 300, 500 years ago. You could get something like an ancient compass. They're relatively cheap to get, not an actual ancient one,
but
a replica.
Yes.
And, along with that, maybe an eyeglass or a sextant or something like that.
And, of course, along those lines, don't forget there's lots of sites, internet sites and stores where you can get lovely reproduction antique wall maps, which are always lovely.
For example, you can go to art.com or maps.com. They have a lovely list of different maps that they've gathered for reproducing, whether framed or unframed, whichever you prefer.
Don't forget about globes, whether they be spinny or glowy or openable, so that you can hide things inside.
That's always cool.
They're always a good gift. Another section, of course, many of us out there now who are geographers are also tech geeks.
If you want techie gifts, the sky's the limit. But first up, for those of you out there that are worried about the potential for alien abduction and being stranded somewhere, definitely need to pick up an Earth location dog tag. So whenever you're abducted, they'll be able to tell how to get you back. And it's etched with a lovely design of Earth's location in the universe, and of course it's guaranteed.
There's also a lot of software out there that allow people to find out about geography in new ways. You can look at Sid Meier's Civ series, apparently the Civilization Chronicles.
And I've seen it. It's a lovely red, leatherette type of case that can fit on a shelf really nice, so it's quite excellent.
For the world-dominating megalomaniac on your Christmas list.
You can also, for the little more, think locally, not globally, set, you can, SimCity is available, I believe, in a collector's edition, so you can get most of the SimCities together.
There's always maps on disk. A lot of different groups are putting topographic maps and different kinds of maps on disk now for you to go into your local store and buy them off the shelf. And some of them even come with GPS units. And
speaking of GPS units, which may be the ultimate techie gift, there's quite obviously an amazing range of types of GPS that you could purchase, but we've decided to highlight a couple here.
The Garmin Nuvi 660 GPS Personal Travel Assistant. This might be your choice for in-car navigation. It's got a super bright 4.3-inch widescreen display for map viewing. It uses highly detailed NavTech City Navigator road maps for the U.S., Canada, and Puerto Rico, and integrated Bluetooth wireless technology with a mic and speaker for hands-free mobile phone calls. For those of you who have to have your tunes and yet still want to be able to do personal navigation, it's the Mio DigiWalker H610 personal navigation and digital entertainment device.
Of course, the ultimate way for a geographer to practice his or her trade is to actually experience it firsthand. If you're near an urban area, a lot of cities like New Orleans or London or Charleston, South Carolina have walking tours where you can go on and actually walk around the city and experience its history and topography and urban relationships and whatnot firsthand.
Of course, you can always buy an Expedia or some other travel company gift card. Let them choose where they want to go themselves.
Finally, for the geographer who has everything, we have a couple of suggestions for you. The first one is the Exomos 360 personal submersible vehicle. Yes, your own submarine, 2-seater, comfortable seating, navigation systems, no license is really required to operate it. And, what more could you want? Exploring the undersea world on your own.
And perhaps the coolest feature is available in multiple colors.
Last but not least is the touch table. If you go to touchtable.com, you can see the ones that we saw at the Soraya User Conference. And so that's it for our holiday gift edition of VerySpatial TV. We hope you join us next time. And until then, have a nice week.